Hi guys, this is DCRS here, and I'm doing a deck profile for today. This is a deck profile on my April Fool's Duel that that I used in the video as before. But yeah, this is a deck profile I made, level 1 beat, level 1 OTK. Yeah, it's been going around a lot on the internet, and level 1 beat OTK or something like that is, it's quite common, I suppose. But yeah, it's pretty basic. It's similar to all the other ones. It has a little synchro variant and XYZ variant, but not much. It's mostly stall power and try no TK in a way, and the deck is very easy to make, and it's somewhat fun and trolly in a way. I didn't expect it to be trolly. I thought it was a good deck to make, but it can surprise a lot of people who aren't familiar with the deck, and it can create a very big boss monster with over 9,000 attack. It's over 9,000. So anyway, let's begin with the deck. I run one Mechlord Emperor Weisel. You don't really bring this out that often, but if you do have it in your hand, you can summon it. It's pretty strong, I suppose. It's like a Shien, like you can negate one spell card per turn, I suppose. I think that's what it does. And also it can absorb synchros, I suppose. But free Jack Frost for the Ghost Tricks, since they're all level 1. Free Ghost Trick Lantern, free Ghost Trick Spectre, Ghost Trick Spectre. Now, this card is the MVP of the deck, Magical Merchant. Basically, you pick up cards from the top of your deck until you draw a spell or trap card. Basically, that's another word for excavation. Basically, excavate cards from the top of the deck until you add a spell or trap card. And the only spell or trap card you run is Monster Reincarnation. So basically, all the monsters that were excavated or revealed from Magical Merchant will go to the graveyard. And the more monsters you mill until you get a spell card, the more attack points your boss monster will be. I'll tell you the other boss monster of the deck later on. You probably noticed by now, but I'll tell you later. But a Magical Merchant is a very MVP of the deck. Well, one of the MVP of the decks. It speeds up the process, and also it makes the game much more makes the game more faster. But free the cherries just to get the basically thin out your deck a bit by 2. Thin out your deck by 2, and also yes, you can tune with it since it's a tuner, so you can get your Formula Synchron and stuff out ASAP. Free Ghost Trick Marys, as usual for the Ghost Tricks. One big one warrior. I decided to use one instead of 2 to 3 because I don't want to draw this as much as I want to, because it's good for special summon, yes, but I prefer using just one. I guess it's good just as one because it's big one. But one is pretty decent. It's all you need in this deck, and if you draw it sooner, it's kind of good. Excavate it, it's okay. It doesn't really matter. It's just use to power up your boss monster in the end. But free Rainbow Karibos. Rainbow Karibo is really helpful. Basically, if your opponent declares an attack, you can target the attacking monster and equip it with this card from your hand. Also, it can attack. When the opponent's monster declares an attack, you can special summon this card from the graveyard, and then you banish it when it leaves the field. Free Treeborn Frog, pretty explanatory. Treeborn Frog. Basically, if you excavate it with a Magical Merchant, it makes the door much more faster. Also, you can XYZ with the monsters fairly easily. 2 Chaos Necromancers. Now, this is the boss monster of the deck. Basically, the attack points of this card becomes 300 times the number of monsters in your graveyard. So, the more monsters you have in your graveyard, the more attack it will become. So it's very good. So, use Magical Merchant to excavate all monsters till you draw a Monster Reincarnation. And this monster, and also if you excavate this card, it's okay, it's no problem. As long as Necrorel is not on the field, you're fine. Because you basically play Reincarnation and add this back to your hand by discarding a monster from your hand to the grave. Discarding one, yeah. And also powers up Necromancer. So yeah, you get back Necromancer and summon it. It'll be very strong as long as skill drain or anything effect negation is not on the field. That's the only thing you don't have to worry about. And yeah, 3 scraps, 3 Swift Scarecrows. Stalls out the game and also powers up your Chaos Necromancer, which is a nice addition to it. And yeah, it stops OTKs. So yeah, anyway, yeah, 3 Battle Faders, pretty explanatory, very explanatory. You can combo out with Treeborn Frog and summon out your Duelhan or Slack Magician and just stall for until you get the right cards. Yeah, it's pretty good. 3 effect failures, well, you need effect negation so you can stop your opponent's plays. As you saw in the April Fool's video, a Judgment Dragon, his Judgment Dragon was trying to, his last one Judgment Dragon, was trying to blow up the field. I played Veiler, my only Veiler I think, and yeah, I just stopped him from blowing up the field and going for game. But yeah, effect fail is really good. I recommend running 3 because it the earlier time you draw it, the more time it can save your ass. Pretty much, it can save you in decent situations. But yeah, and that's the last ones of the last cards of the deck. Monster Reincarnation. This card is really good in this deck because Magical Merchant gets it to your hand as soon as possible, as soon as it's flipped. And yeah, basically this card, Monster Reincarnation, Chaos Necromancer, and Magical Merchant are the 3 MVPs of the deck. The rest of the cards are just for stall power, and but yeah, those 3 cards are the main boss, the main cards of the deck. So yeah, it's pretty good. Now on to the extra deck. 3 Mistbird Colossus. As usual, it's just for stall power. You don't really play rank 3s as much. It's mostly used there to be a big defender, so your opponent can't get past it. 1 Formula Synchron, draw power and synchro power in a way. 3 Duelhans because it's a level 1 beat in a way. Also for Duelhan, it's if your opponent has back row, use Duelhan to get past your opponent's back row. Basically, this card will take the hits. Basically, take the back row hits for you. So Duelhan that's one of its main purposes, to get past the back row, as long as they don't set 5, which can take a while to get through. 1 Baby Dragon. If you can't get past the monsters, I can just use this card to attack your opponent directly. And yeah, it's Baby Dragon has won me quite a few games with it. Baby Dragon is really broken in this deck, as they just summon out Chaos Necromancer and use Baby Dragon to make Chaos Necromancer attack. You can make Chaos Necromancer attack directly, and by the amount of monsters you have in your grave, it will do a lot. Number 13 and number 31, Cable and Ain's Doom. In this case, the embodiment of punishment and crime. I think that's what its TCG name is called. But yeah, those 2 I run just in case. I don't really make it as often, but yeah, you make it easily. 1 Utopia Root, so why not? And 2 Slack Magicians for stall power and targeting effects in a way, to lure out your opponent's targeting effects. And also 2 Lionhearts. Lionheart is, well, if you don't want to make Dragon, just make Lionheart and just make your opponent suffer tremendously, because you can detach 1 material from this card, and all battle damage you will take, instead you don't take it, your opponent takes it instead. So it's really good. Lionheart is another MVP for the extra deck. Basically, Lionheart and Duelhan are the 2 cards you'll need the most, because it creates OTKs. In this case, stalls power and OTKs in a way. But yeah, Lionheart, if you cannot do anything else with Necromancer, you would go into Lionheart for game or stuff like that. But yeah, that's the deck for level 1 beat OTK anyway for April Fools. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.